Hi everyone, my name is Alan, and today I will be showing you how to cook kare-kare. Kare-kare is a traditional Filipino stew with tender oxtail, vegetables in a rich peanut sauce. It's a comfort food that is very hearty and full of flavor. The ingredients that I will be using: tender oxtail, cowhide, and some beef tenderloin. I will also be using a roux to thicken our sauce later on, but I will be using glutinous rice. I also have some vegetables. There's bok choy, Chinese eggplant, string beans, onion and garlic. We will also be using peanut butter to flavor the dish. And lastly, I have some annatto seeds to color up the dish. First thing I'm gonna do is I will burn up all the hair from this cowhide. Also, it will give us a nice charred flavor to the dish. Make sure you get everything in there. Now that I got everything, I will put this in the pressure cooker, and we will try to tenderize the cowhide together with the oxtail, and I will put the beef tenderloin later on to tenderize everything all together. So after burning up all the hair from the cowhide, I will put all the meat into the pressure cooker. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt, and then some water, just enough to cover up the meat. I will be pressure cooking this for maybe about 30 minutes or until everything is fork tender. Next thing I'm gonna do is I will toast this glutinous rice just enough until it's a little bit brown. We don't want to burn it. Turn off the heat a little bit, and then once you start smelling and then it's turning brown, a little bit brown, then you know it's ready. It's a little brown, and so we're ready. Next, I'm gonna cut up some onions. And some garlic. Crushing it beforehand makes it easier to take the peel off. Then we're gonna mince it. Okay, next I'm gonna cut some eggplant. We're gonna do some bias cut here of about let's see, about half inches thick each. It's all the eggplant. Then bok choy is pretty easy. Cut off the bottom part. See? You don't need a lot. This usually is used for garnishing, but what I do is I before I assemble the dish, I will blanch it, but we don't want it overcooked. So while I'm waiting for my rice to cool down a little bit, we are gonna prepare some vegetables. So here are some string beans. You can get this from the Asian supermarket. Cut maybe like 3-inch portions. Oh, I got one that doesn't have a clean tip. Now that I have all my vegetables ready, it is time to ground up some of this glutinous rice. I will just be using a small food processor for this. Okay, after grinding up for about 2-3 minutes, our glutinous rice is turned into powder, and it smells good too. I'm pretty sure this will give some good flavor to our dish later on. So I'm gonna slice up my tenderloin so I can put it together in the pressure cooker.
We just want some kind of like white slice pieces.
And cooking this together with the oxtail and the cowhide will give it a lot of flavor. So instead of just getting stock, we will have broth now. Okay, so this goes into the pressure cooker and it will be cooked together with the oxtail and the cowhide. So while I'm waiting for the proteins on the pressure cooker, I'm gonna start blanching my vegetables with oil, and I'm gonna do the eggplants first so that it will not get stained from the other greenish vegetables. Now that the eggplants are ready, we don't want it overcooked. So I'm just gonna drain it, set it aside. It took me about 3 minutes to get it ready. Okay, so you will need to drain it like really well because eggplant, they kind of soak up the water. So I will let it sit for some time. Next, I'm gonna blanch up the string beans. Now that the string beans have been blanching for a couple minutes, we don't want it overcooked, so I'm gonna check if it's still tough. Okay, I think it's ready. We don't want it overcooked, we still want the crunch, and it has colored up beautifully from blanching. The string beans are ready. The last one that I'm gonna do are the bok choy. This doesn't take very long. Crunchy of the water. Then I'm gonna set them aside to cool down. They'll be ready for garnishing later. Okay, so the eggplant, string bean, and the bok choy are ready. Now I'm gonna start sweating my onions. So I have just gotten the protein out from the pressure cooker. They're all now pork tender. Next to go is the garlic. I'm starting to smell the garlic now. I'm gonna put a little bit of annatto powder. Okay, I'm gonna put the meat in. So now that I have sauteed the meat, the annatto powder is sticking to the meat now. It's coloring up beautifully. And I got some palm sticking on the bottom. I will deglaze it with the broth from the pressure cooker. Now I'm just gonna simmer it for a little bit until all the flavors are melted in together. So now that my kare-kare has simmered for a little bit, I'm gonna add in about a tablespoon of butter, peanut butter. So I'm gonna allow the peanut butter to melt into the kare-kare, and then later on we will try and thicken it with our glutinous rice. Now that my kare-kare have simmered for a little bit more, I'm gonna adjust the seasoning. Now this dish, you do not want it to be over seasoned with salt because this is supposed to be served with a condiment of shrimp paste. So you will get the saltiness from the shrimp paste. So I'm not gonna put a lot of salt in there. The help of our glutinous rice, I made a slurry out of it. I just added some water to it, and I'm gonna add it to the kare-kare. Okay, I'm gonna give it a little bit more time to simmer down. So my kare-kare has simmered some more, and I think I have reached the consistency that I want. Let's try that. Let's use the back of the spoon, and the sauce is no longer ready, so I think I'm ready. I'm gonna turn up the heat. I'm gonna plate it, just like so. The oxtail and the tenderloin. Now I have my kare-kare on the bowl, my serving bowl. I'm gonna garnish it with the vegetables that we blanched beforehand. And don't forget one thing, I have this shrimp paste, and I'm gonna serve it on a separate ramekin. So there we have it, everyone. The kare-kare, a traditional Filipino stew with tender oxtail and vegetables in a rich peanut sauce. So thank you all for staying with me today, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.